You'll make it.
Jay.
Yeah, nobody tells me these things. Go ahead, run it, Jay.
It's your boy Big J back at it again with another video. I'm here to say, uh, it's your boy Big J here with Shiny Hero and Radical Foil, and we're here with our supporter of the month, ChunkyPup. How's it going? It gives me great honor to present this, and I'm gonna let Shiny Hero take over again. There you go.
Just so our audience knows, I blew it. So I had our 30-second countdown go, and then I forgot to hit the go live button. And we were sitting and chatting for like 10 minutes. Yeah, that's my bad. See, that's what happens when you put me in charge. I'm like,
You know what? But it makes great
mechanical
content.
failure.
Great content. Not a failure. Great content.
Yes.
Love
Oh,
it.
Joe.
So embarrassing. All right. Anyway, well, back to the moment. Again, take two. ChunkyPup, we just want to celebrate your moment in the sun because you have been all over the place. We've noticed all the admins, the mods, we've all noticed your presence on several streams, both your enthusiasm in chat, building hype, rating out, being supportive of all of our collaborations that we do, as well as offering to help support, be a part of, and really just kind of make sincere contributions to the community, and we couldn't be prouder. I mean, essentially, since you left and you came back, and again, you have just doubled down your efforts to show us who you are, and so this is your moment to shine. So we want you to take this time to kind of really share with the audience who you are, kind of get into a little bit more of the person, ChunkyPup, right? Whether you have hobbies, whatever it is you like to do, how you got into streaming, whether it was podcasting, gaming, how long you've been gaming, all that stuff. So hit us with us. Hit us with it. Tell us your story.
Cool. All right. Well, deja vu. Before I can really go into any of that, I do have to say that I'm very humbled and honored for this nomination, and I really appreciate it. It's awesome to be a part of this community. So thank you to all of you. And really, it's very easy to be a supporter of this community. You've really got a lot of good people out there making a lot of good content, and it's easy to jump in. It's easy to be a supporter of a lot of the vast majority of the folks that we have hanging around us. And I really love the atmosphere that we've built. So, there's really somebody out there for everybody, whether it's, a shy guy, Zach, being real chill and mellow and calm in his streams. Then you got Howie doing his crazy thing with his voices and whatnot in his stream early in the mornings. At least I know I have somewhere to go while I'm drinking my coffee. And then you have a gamer girl, or as we lovingly refer to her as Gigi. She's out there just chatting, whether she's chatting in somebody's stream, she's chatting it up in her own stream. I don't think that girl has a word limit per day, or maybe she does and she just has to hit it. It's way higher than a normal person's. Either way, there's so many really good people in the community, and it's easy to support. So I'm just excited to be here. And I'm excited to be a part of Big J's streams when he's in there doing the continuous hype trains, throwing biddies everywhere. You got Shiny doing the super wisdom, awesome stuff with her mental health podcast. There's just such a different variety of content and personalities and people. And it's just an awesome place to hang out. So thank you. But really, it's y'all that make it possible to have such an awesome community. So I'm just glad to be a part of it. So what makes ChunkyPup? I'm actually relatively new to streaming and Twitch and all things of that nature. I kind of grew up in my late teens and early adulthood thinking that gaming was not for girls, So dating a dude and living with a dude who continuously played Halo and some other racing car game. I don't even remember, but I wasn't allowed to touch it. That was his thing. And it wasn't for girls, right? And when the boys would come over and they would all play video games, it was my job just to kind of provide the food and the beverages. And so I kind of always thought that gaming was a taboo thing for females. And I wasn't really hip on it. I didn't like it because I felt like it gave a bad reflection of people, right? So as I kind of got older, I met my now husband, and he really embraced me gaming. He's got these, these awesome, like, there's like 4 different consoles of each variety in this house, from Switches to old systems to new systems. And he's always just like, you want to try? You want to try? So the very first game that I think I ever actually played through from start to end was Detroit Become Human. And I've got such a place in my heart for that game. And then it quickly moved into the Resident Evil Village thing, and he's suggested I started watching people play that, and so I started watching some people play Village, and then I found out that Twitch is like a thing, right? And so then I was like, well, what else games are out there? And then I met a really good community of Phasmo players. So I've been playing Phasmo with the same group of people for almost 2 years. No, I guess it's about just over a year now. And I really just started gaming with them, and I didn't even think that I had a chance to start streaming. And one day I just hit the go live button. I was like, what's it going to hurt? And I'm not, like, by no means am I anywhere good to being a decent streamer, but it's a hell of a time, right? It's a great way just to get on and talk with people and have a good time. And if you remember to check chat, like, you actually can have some meaningful conversations. So that's kind of how my gaming thing happened. I'm still relatively new. I just kind of hang out and pretend to be good and see what I can find that keeps my interest. And right now it's Fortnite because I love all of the pretty colors. And yeah, that's me, I guess. Hobbies? I don't really have hobbies, I don't think. I love Halloween. Anybody who's ever talked to me before knows that I love all things horror, and Sam from Trick or Treat is my absolute favorite. And are you waving at me, or are you raising your hand?
Raising my hand. I was like, me, I'm one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, I mean, that's kind of me in a nutshell. My whole wedding was themed around the holiday Halloween. So it was orange and black.
That's so fun.
Yeah. All of our songs were all horror songs, our horror theme songs. So we walked down the aisle to the Exorcist theme song. We left the altar, if you will. It was my backyard, but we left after saying our vows to the Gremlins theme song. Yeah, it was pretty dope, I gotta admit. Like, it was just the best day that I've ever had in my whole life, and I've had 2 kids, so there's that. I'm a mom, I'm a grandma, so I have 2 children. My daughter is 21 and my son is 9. And then I'm a grandma, so I have a grandson who will be 3 in like 26 days. So I just kind of hang out at home, do my thing.
I love it. So you said you've been a streamer for 2 years?
I think just over a year.
Oh, just over a year. Okay. Yeah. So, and you are affiliate status? Yep. Okay. Anything that you would look back on and say, oh, I wish I had done this differently, as opposed to, like, now that you've done it, like, what would you say is your best piece of advice for people starting out?
I can't say that I would really do anything differently, because everybody has their own journey and the way that they get there, right? But I think the thing that I would suggest to anybody who's thinking about starting streaming is first build a network, right? It's all about networking. It's all about going out, meeting people, talking to people, getting to know people. And I had a pretty good support system before I ever hit the go live button for the very first time, because of the people that I was playing Phasmo with. So I hit affiliate within like 3 days, and that's not typical, right? So building that community and building that support system before you really try to be super serious into anything, I think is really key. And in order to keep any type of schedule or consistency around your streaming is also going to help a lot. I'm not a consistent streamer. I don't do it for the income. I don't do it as a business. I do it as something fun to do when I'm kind of bored or I'm feeling quirky. And if it is something that you want to be very serious about and you're committed to making that fan base and having, meet the milestones and such, it's definitely something that you have to be consistent on. That's kind of my 2 cents.
I like that. I like that a lot. You said you played Phasmo, which I know is in that scary genre, and it sounds like you are, that's kind of your, I guess, mode or your type of game per choice. Like, right, the more scary, like that's your go-to.
Yeah.
Is that the scariest game you've ever played, or is there something scarier?
That's a hard question to answer. Like, in the beginning, I think that Phasmophobia was definitely a terrifying game. But the jump scares really, I think in Resident Evil Village, the jump scares and the damn dolls in that house were the worst that I've ever had. Every game has its own little thing that can get to you, though. Like, I've recently been playing Dark Deception, which is a horror version of Pac-Man. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of it before, but that game got me real good, and it was a ton of fun to play. So, yeah, I like the horror survival stuff, the stuff that, gets your adrenaline pumping.
Me too. I'm in if you ever want to do any of that stuff with me.
All right. All right.
So you're playing Fortnite with Jay, I imagine, and probably Radical as well, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. That's very recent. Very recent.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. I'm assuming you guys are a good team, coordinated, getting the dubs.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll take it.
Sometimes.
Well, that's okay, but you're still having fun, right?
Yeah. It's, I'm a very, very competitive person. And so, Big J is like, I don't know, level 197 or something ridiculous. And I'm over here at like 52. But then I get on with people who have played it a lot more consistently and a lot longer than I have. And they're not very high because they're not grinding. And so it's like that competitive nature comes out in me, and I'm like, well, I want to get good, and I'm always consistently looking at my accuracy percentage, and I'm like, okay, the best I ever had for my accuracy percentage was like 35%, and so every time I'm trying to up that because of the competitive nature that I have. So I'm always like, okay, so this time it was 23%. I got to up my game. How can I figure out how to make that accuracy better? So it's not about the wins for me. It's about getting better levels than Radical. And I'm never going to beat Jay. That's obvious.
Wow. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Oh, you just go grind the game real quick.
That is priceless.
You have to call me out like that, Chunky Pup. Or shall I say, sassy pup?
Either one works.
So you mentioned that one game, Becoming Human or Become Human.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit.
So I like that game too. I think the style is really different from a lot of other games. Like, you don't see that style used very often. Mm-hmm. But I had to ask, would you consider yourself a completionist when it comes to these story-based games, or are you just more of a casual, just along for the ride, doesn't really matter if you finish or not? Like, where do you fall on that spectrum?
So I would say I'm closer to the completionist side. I am not the type of a person who has to, like in, say, like Resident Evil, you have to visit every porta potty, or you have to pick up every trinket. Like, I'm not the completionist where I have to get every single objective in every single game. But I do have to finish the entire story. And a lot of times my husband has to keep me in check because I just won't go to bed. I will just sit there and continue playing through the story until I'm done. And I get so sucked in. So there's a couple of games that I really enjoyed playing that are made from a group called Dark Pictures Anthology. So they have like Until Dawn and Man of Medan.
I want to play those. I want to play all of those.
Yeah,
what is it?
I
Lost
love
Hope
them.
or Little Hope? Little Hope.
Yep. And then they just came out. Well, the one that was released in, I think it was October, was House of Ashes, which was freaking phenomenal. And now I think they just released The Quarry.
Yep.
So I love that it's like a choose your own adventure book, except you don't have to read because I hate reading like with a passion. But it
Right on.
definitely, the
Don't we all?
outcome definitely changes based on the decisions that you make in the game. And I love that
Right.
you have the power to change an entire character storyline or eliminate them completely if you so choose. And I just love that style of play.
Nice, nice. Well, I'm going to pass it off. Somebody else want to come into this love fest here that we've got going on? Come on now.
Hey, no, not me. Not me.
Why not?
I got
Why not?
nothing to say.
So
I'm just
What?
okay,
I got
okay.
some stuff to say, but I don't get. You go ahead, Jay.
All right, why not? So for those that may not know Chunky Pup, what would you say would be your very best scary movie of all time?
Ooh, this is a good question. This is a good question.
My all-time favorite scary movie is Trick or Treat.
Ooh.
Mainly just because of Sam, right? So Sam is my absolute favorite, always has been, always will be. I'll really watch anything that's horror related, but it has to be like, I'm not so much into the shock horror, like the shock gore, right? So like Saw, I get it. Like they're supposed to be scary, whatever, but they're more of like that shock gore where they're just trying to freak people out on a gory level. But I really like stuff that, like The Exorcist. I feel like The Exorcist is an absolute classic. It was the very first horror movie that I ever saw, and I was 7, and it just it just called to me. I like the old stuff, like Hitchcock stuff, so Psycho, The Birds. I don't know, anything horror. I just love it. I could watch it any time, any place. I watched Beetlejuice the other day, which is absolutely a classic. Not necessarily horror, but totally amazing nonetheless. So, yeah.
So I guess I got one for you.
Okay.
So staying on the topic of horror.
Yeah.
If you had to pick a favorite horror movie slasher, who would it be? Jason,
I know
Ghostface.
exactly where this is going. And y'all are trying to pit me again with Jason versus Michael, and I'm not falling for it. Like, I'm not going to go there.
Well,
I think my favorite slasher franchise is probably the Scream franchise, just because it's
Really?
yeah.
Yes, finally somebody agrees with me. Thank you, Sassy Pup. Thank you.
Yep, Ghostface right back there. I'm telling you. Like, I give props to Jason. I give props to Michael Myers. Like, I get it, right? They're good in their own respective spaces, but I enjoyed the Scream franchise the most. And I think it's because I grew up with it, right? So Halloween started before I didn't grow up with it. It was already established, right? The same really with Friday the 13th and all of that stuff, right? So Scream started when I was at the age to start watching that kind of stuff. And so it was really my genre of a slasher. And I think that's why I kind of associate the most with that.
I like Sassy Pup a lot more now.
Oh wow!
Not that I didn't like her before. I like her a lot more now, though.
Hey, just saying, Chunky Pup, you're always in my heart.
Except for football season.
All right.
Oh yeah,
now,
no.
Don't
Sorry.
let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Let's get that. Who's your favorite football team again?
Wow.
Oh, wait, wrong way. Well, I mean, so there's that one.
Oh, the Eagles. Oh god.
Or we can go this way, because there's that one too.
Well,
so I'm born and raised in Denver, Colorado. I have always been a Broncos fan. I will always be a Broncos fan, right? Like I live for the Broncos. There is a football Chunky Pup, and then there is a every other day Chunky Pup. And hey, no. And so there's never will the two actually come. Like, I think Big J might have caught football Chunky Pup during the season last year once or twice. But overall, it's just about football, right? So I can admit when there's players that play for other teams that do have talent and that are good at their craft. And when it comes down to football Sunday, I don't only watch the Broncos. I don't only watch the Eagles. I tune in to Scott Hansen and his 7 hours of uninterrupted football because that is just my gig. And I have season tickets to the Philadelphia Eagles. So
Nice.
If I'm not at home watching it on TV, I am definitely tailgating and enjoying the scenery at the stadium. So football is one of my biggest passions. And my children and my family know that on a football Sunday, you don't bug me, just bring me snacks and beer, and all is well.
I love that so much. It's so awesome.
Yeah.
So I just want to let you know, Chunky Pup, in like 9-10 weeks, we won't have any conversations when it comes to football.
Listen, I'm just gonna say, I'm with the Cowboys on this one, not the Eagles. Just saying.
That's all right. Not everybody can have good opinions.
Hey, I'm a Cincinnati fan, so my team was just in the
Whoa.
Super Bowl. Where was Denver at?
I mean,
Oh,
one
Nowhere
season?
near.
Like, what do you want? You want a
Like
fucking cookie?
10
Oh, I'm
seasons in
sorry.
a
I'm
row
sorry.
now.
I'm sorry. Let's
When was
not.
the last
Let's,
time?
we're not gonna
Peyton
bring. We
Manning.
are not gonna bring football Chunky Pup out. We're not gonna do
Since Peyton Manning.
it. We're not
oh
gonna do
my
it.
That's all I gotta
goodness.
say. Since Peyton Manning.
Oh,
Oh,
I want to be a cheerleader.
you
Can
could
we-
be.
hey,
Can I be a
saying-
cowgirls cheerleader? Can I pull that?
I'm just saying
Yes.
the Dallas Cowboys have
Woo.
the prettiest cheerleaders out there. Fun fact.
Okay.
I'm in. I want to
I'm
be
not-
on the team. Maybe I'm
not
not
gonna
in,
do
but
it.
I would
You can do
try.
it. You could do it.
I would try. I'm not that coordinated or that skinny, but that's okay.
I just don't have the talent. Like I don't have rhythm. No.
Yeah, you've all
so
seen me dance in the Discord. Rhythm is not
Oh.
in my vernacular.
I just gotta ask, Mr. Drude, who is your team? Because if you tell me you don't have a team, then I'm not even gonna pay attention to that comment you said.
Well, you see. He's probably talking about Cincinnati. Let's just be honest here. They just made it to one Super Bowl.
I don't
and they
know.
won their first playoff game in 30
I
years.
don't know.
Everybody's gonna be like, oh,
I don't know. I don't know, man.
Jets. Oh,
I'm sorry.
Could give your opinion on indie games, Chunky Pup. So French
yeah.
Crowley's got a
What's
question
your
here.
opinion on indie
On
games, Chunky Pup?
Indie games? Well, I think that Phasmophobia is considered an indie game. And that's my main game, right? That's my go-to. That's what I play Phasmo basically every night. So I would have to say that I'm a very high opinion of indie games. I'm also, I like the small, right? So I feel like a lot of times these games that have this huge hype around it are often a disappointment. And case in point, I'm gonna. I really hope I don't offend anybody here, and I'm not trying to, really. But Cyberpunk, I was so stoked for Cyberpunk to come out. Alana Pierce is one of my favorite streamers ever. I've watched her for years and years. I have her pop. Like, I've got the biggest girl crush on Alana Pierce. So when I found out that she did some of the character modeling and the acting and the voice acting, I was freaking stoked to jump into Cyberpunk and play that game as Alana Pierce. It was down. Like I was totally up for it. And it came out and it wasn't good. And I was really frustrated because of the amount of emotion that I had put into it. It was kind of like Game of Thrones, where you put so much emotion into it for 7 seasons.
Oh yeah.
And then the 8th season comes out and you feel like you just got cheated on. Like, it just kind of like was a letdown. And then you've got these tiny games. Phasmophobia was developed by one person. One developer developed Phasmophobia. And he recently, I would say 4 or 5 months ago, hired 2 more people to help him with the development because the game got so big. That to me is a huge accomplishment. You don't have a team of hundreds of people working on graphics and sounds and mechanics and all of this. You've got one person doing it all. And to me, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And so I think when it comes to indie games, although I may not like every genre that's out there or every game that's out there, I do have a huge appreciation for those people who are in there grinding to get a game out. Does that answer your question?
I think it does.
We got to talk about GOT after the indie games.
We got to talk about Game
Oh
of
my
Thrones.
God.
Games of Thrones? Yeah. Okay.
I got the
so-
T-shirt. It says "Mother of Kittens."
I like it. I like it. So what do we want
Well,
to
what do you want to know about her obsession with Game of Thrones?
Uh-oh, here we go.
My God, who doesn't have an obsession with Game of Thrones? I just rewatched that on the fly just for shits and giggles.
I love it. I loved it. Like
Listen, I'll do a watch party on that any day of the week. I'm in.
Okay. So Game of Thrones. I think first of all, I have a love-hate relationship with Game of Thrones because of my profession. When Game of Thrones first started, that show was absolutely the bane of my existence. I had a lot of work to do. Oh, I'm sorry, French. You had one more question. Ask it. I will get to it. I'll get back to you. Ask it anyway. So, Game of Thrones was the bane of my existence. Everybody was complaining about it. Whenever Game of Thrones nights hit, I knew I didn't want to go to work the next day. A couple of friends that I worked with, they were like, well, you have to watch it. And I was like, fine, I will watch one episode, and that is all that I will watch. So I watched the first episode. Here's a spoiler. If anybody has never seen the first episode of Game of Thrones and they may want to watch it, understand that I'm going to spoil how that particular episode ends. So mute me or something. But when they threw the child off of the top of the tower, I was like, this heifer, like, now I'm pissed. So I had to go and watch the second episode. And then that one ended in, like, a similar fashion, like a total cliffhanger. So I was hooked from the very first episode. And I didn't even start watching until it was like 5 seasons in. So I binge watched 5 seasons of Game of Thrones in 3 weeks. So had this huge watch party at my house for the actual war episode in season 8 when they actually brought it to the climax of the story. And you couldn't see anything. It was so dark, you couldn't see a damn thing. And then the very last episode, where everything transferred over, I was like, this makes no sense. You all should have just called it a dream and been done with it. Like, it would have made more sense then. I was so mad. So that's my feelings.
Can we talk about the one scene, like somehow, no, 2 scenes, that somehow gave me so much resolution and joy? So one, when Joffrey got poisoned, that was so satisfying. For all the crap he did when he finally got his at the end, I had no remorse at being like, yes, you mother effer, down you go, you suck, you bastard, blah, 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 blah. You know how I get when I see people get what they deserve.
Yep.
A little piece inside of me is like, yay. And then when Cersei had to do the naked walk of shame, I was like, ha ha, you think you're so pretty, you think you all that, and people just throwing garbage and trash at you. However, I will say at the end of that walk, when her zombified bodyguard like scooped her up, I almost was kind of like, oh, it's kind of sweet.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, wait, but she's the bad guy. She's the bad guy.
Yeah.
But it was still very, very sweet in a way. I don't know.
I don't like what they ended up doing with Daenerys. Like, you saw it coming,
Yeah.
but I didn't want it to happen. And
Yeah.
I had a love relationship for Daenerys and Jon Snow, and that was
Who
that was
doesn't?
painful.
I know. But the revelation when you found out she was his auntie and they still got their swerve on, it was like, oh, no, you didn't.
Well, I mean, look at Cersei and
Yeah.
Jaime. They're siblings, and they still did the deed. So
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know.
medieval times are different, I guess.
Clearly, everybody was getting their swerve on with people they shouldn't have been getting their swerve on. But yeah.
I think that's life.
Yeah, but I will say in the last season, the thing that sticks out most in my mind is that last scene where you see Daenerys and the dragon come up behind her, and you've got like this whole like the wing effect behind her, and she's in front. That was so badass. That was such
Oh,
a
yeah.
great bit of imagery. I will forever remember that. But yeah, I mean, so many great elements to that. Like when she got burned at the fire pit and she arose with the dragons and the
Mm.
little baby dragons, and you were like, wow, this chick is fucking serious. She
Yeah.
is for real.
Yeah.
And then when she burnt down the hut in the second season, right?
Mhm.
When she took out all the horse riding guys, that tribe, whatever it was.
The Dothraki.
Yeah, the Dothraki. When she took them out and she like emerges butt naked, she's like, "Yeah, I'm it. I'm the shit." And you're like, "Yes, yes, you are." I was just like, "This is amazing." I don't know. There was just so much to like about that story, and all the different elements of it. And I'm sad that we didn't get to see any of the other content that they were talking about doing later on. So
Right.
hopefully something will come out of that, right? Eventually.
I feel like they just like I feel like they just decided that they had to cut it. They were like, we've had enough. We've had our run. We need to end it before people lose interest in it. And they didn't play it out. And I feel like they tried to rush season 8 out. And it just, the content, the quality of the content that HBO produced for Game of Thrones seasons 1 through 7 was top tier. And then like it was like going to like the finest steakhouse. But then season 8 was like you went to McDonald's.
I know, right? There were a couple of okay elements, but for the most part, I kept thinking she was going to turn it around. Somehow this was going to get worked out. Like she wasn't going to go down like that she would realize, she made her point, she could pull back and everything would be okay. But even like the death scene of Jamie and Cersei was so unsatisfying. I was like, no, they don't get to go out like that. And I really, really hoped that Jamie was going to pull out and go for the other team. Like he was going to understand how bad his sister was. But I guess at the end of the day, he was like, nope, she's still my sister. And that's that. So
yeah,
I don't know.
It was
a love-hate.
It was. I felt that way about Dexter too, though.
Oh my God, you love Dexter too?
Oh yeah.
Did you start watching the reboot? Oh,
I did.
I started watching it too, but then I didn't. I just haven't had time for TV, so I'm a little sad because there's so many things I want to be watching, but there's just not enough hours in the day. I would kill to see the new Dexter. The way he plays that character. Maybe it's because of my ADHD and my OCD. I get sucked into that. I'm like, I'm in.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You guys want to talk? Sorry. Well, I'll stop.
Hey,
Sorry.
ChunkyPup, are you into Stranger Things?
Yes. I have not started this season though, so
I'm not going to talk to you.
No.
okay.
I haven't started it either. I saw season 1. I don't think I saw season. What are we on now?
5.
Season 4 is
I don't
just
think
came
I've
out.
seen 3
Season
or
4 hasn't even finished yet, Chunky Pup.
What did I say? Isn't that what I said was season 4?
You said
Apparently
season
I
5.
didn't. Oh, I meant season 4. Sorry. I was reading something else, so my bad. I meant season 4. I do really like Stranger Things.
Fair enough.
I do. It's a good story.
Who's your favorite character from what you've seen?
Dustin, I think, just because I relate to him. He's like the oddball of the whole group, even though they're all oddballs, right? I think that Dustin is the oddest of all of the balls. With his little teeth thing going on, and he's kind of heavier than the rest of them, and so I really relate to him. As growing up, I was always the oddest of the balls, right? And so I think that I just have a soft spot for Dustin, and the fact that he was like, "Oh no, I'm gonna grow this Demogorgon." I'm like,
you know what? That's my favorite guy too. I like him. Like he really is the center of the whole thing. He brings everybody together. So
yeah. His little girlfriend, and they just talk over the radio. Like I don't know. I just like him.
Yeah, it's so sweet. So sweet. I can't handle it. Yeah. Uh-oh, Jay, are you muted? Sorry. Maybe I'm just behind.
yeah.
Oh, no, there you go.
Yeah.
I got worried for a second there. I was like, no, don't lose, don't go anywhere. Oh man, yeah, there's so many great shows too that I just I feel like I'm missing out on. But yeah, so is there anything else on your hit list that you haven't been able to make time for or recommend?
So French had brought up Little Nightmares, which is the cutest little game. And I've seen a lot of the gameplay, but I haven't gotten to play any of it yet. I do want to get to it, but The Quarry is next on my list of things that I want to tackle. I definitely want to go through Detroit Become Human again. I haven't played it for probably 4 years, and I want to jump back into it and see if I can keep everybody alive this time.
Wait, they don't all live?
No, depending on the choices that you make throughout the game, people can die or live or anything in between.
Good to know. I'm only like a quarter of the way in.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Let's see, what else did I really want to play? So my husband a long time ago started playing Cuphead. And I really want to play it, but it's supposed to be like super rage inducing and frustrating. So I haven't had the courage to start that one yet, but I love the art style and the audio, like the music and everything in Cuphead. And new DLC I think was just released today. So I kind of want to jump into that too, but right now I'm just grinding on Fortnite. Like I'm trying to get to, I know that they're releasing Indiana Jones in like a week, and I have a lot of grinding to do to get Indiana Jones. Plus with the July crew pass, there's like this witch bitch in there and she's got 4 different styles and I need to have her in my life. So there's that too.
I love that.
Yeah.
Ah, well, so what's on the agenda? Like if you think about your future with streaming and gaming, what's kind of like, do you have a master plan or you're just along for the ride? Is there something you're hoping to achieve? Is there other avenues you want to get more involved in? Like what's that?
That's a great question. I don't really have like an ultimate plan. I think I'm really comfortable with where I'm at right now. I like supporting, I like being a part of, I like hanging out with a lot of the people that I've met and that I continue to talk to. And it's really cool to be invited into somebody else's stream, right? So if Radical's streaming and he's streaming some Fortnite and he invites me to jump in, and I'm cool with that. And I really like being able to still support the streamer even though I'm playing with them, right? Because I think what a lot of people who jump in with a streamer don't realize is that you're helping provide content. So you can't just sit there like a bump on a log. You can't just, go all buck wild with your curses. Like you still have to be tactful when you're playing with the streamer, and I don't think a lot of people realize that. And so supporting the streamer even when I'm playing with them, and whether that's when I'm playing Phasmo or whether that's when I'm playing Fortnite or whether it's playing something I've never played before, I just like the idea of being able to join other people who are trying to make something realistic for them. For me, streaming is fun. I don't do it, like I said, I don't do it because I have a business plan or because I expect to make money off of it. It's a nice perk, but I don't have the talent to be a big time streamer. And I'm okay with that. And I know that about myself, but if somebody else is grinding to get there and I can help in any little tiny way, even if it's just to make sure that they have somebody to play with or to fill that 4th spot or whatever it may be, right? I'm happy to jump in. And I like that spot where I'm at, where people can be like, hey, Chunky can jump in. Hey, I'm the person that they think of when they need somebody to play with or if they need somebody to come hang out. I like to be that person. So just letting everybody know that they've got people that they can turn to. Even if I don't know how to play the game, I'm happy to jump in and learn it.
And sometimes that's more fun too, right? Like that's content building in and of itself when you're the noob on the team and you're like, I wouldn't say intentionally messing stuff up because nobody wants to intentionally do it. But when it happens, sometimes it's funny, and you're like, I'm sorry, I'm trying.
Yeah, for sure.
It's kind of humorous to watch some people struggle. I know we shouldn't laugh at other people's struggle, but sometimes It is amusing, and you can't
It
help
is.
yourself.
For sure. Yeah. For sure.
All right, I gotta be quiet now because I feel like Radical and Big J are in on some secret, and I don't like this. I feel like I'm on the outside. Like, what's going on, gentlemen? What's all the giggles going on over there?
Huh?
Ha.
What is the giggles?
I don't
going
know
on?
what you're talking about. She's just trying to call me out. That's all. Yeah,
Hey,
she's
No,
trying
the
to-
two of
doing
you.
you are doing a perfect job. I'm just here
Yeah,
showing
we're just,
support. I
you know-
said that I was gonna be behind the scenes and just kind of just scoping, letting y'all, ask the questions. You and Radical, y'all got this.
Dude, I'm bad at this. I told y'all at the very beginning before this, I'm bad. You don't want me here.
Well,
I mean, you
don't
want me
wanna-
here, but you don't want me to be the one asking the questions.
I just don't want to be a mic hog here. Like, if you've got something to go in on, just rein me in and be like, Shiny, wrap it up. Like, just whatever you got to do. Sorry, I get on a roll.
Go for
and
it, Shiny. You got this.
I feel terrible because I know, like, you guys tell me all the time, like, you interrupted me, and so I'm like, I'm trying to be very aware of the fact that I'm not cutting you off, that I'm not giving you your space and
Well, I tell you what.
airtime.
Okay? You have any questions for ChunkyPup? Like any questions at all? Like any?
So, for one, being a new streamer, do you have any advice for them?
For new streamers,
Yes,
Brand new streamers.
brand new streamers.
don't worry so much about your numbers, right? The amount of viewers that you have sitting in there, the how many subs you get, how many followers you get, don't even worry about it because it's going to fluctuate, it's going to go up, it's going to go down. You're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days. I personally don't even have a view that shows me how many people are in my stream at any given time because then it's just discouraging. So for anybody who was on a podcast a couple weeks ago, I shared my weight loss journey, right? If I stand on the scale every hour or every day, I'm going to get discouraged with what the scale says. But anybody who's ever weighed themselves knows that your weight is going to differ depending on what clothes you have on, what you've eaten that day, the last time that you pooped. Like, there's so many different variables. Just don't focus on the numbers. Go in there and do what you're in there to do. If it's in there to have a good time, then have a good time. I go in to play games and to make myself laugh and hopefully make other people laugh along with me. If you're in there to gain numbers, you're going to do that by having a good time. If you're not enjoying what you're doing, whether you're doing it for yourself or for 50 people, it's irrelevant. If you're not enjoying it, then nobody's going to enjoy it with you.
Yeah.
I agree with that 100%.
100. See.
Your turn, Radical.
I gotta ask. Okay, I gotta ask something. Let me. I don't know. So I guess my question would be, what is your favorite hobby outside of streaming, playing games? Like, what's your favorite thing to do other than stream and play games?
I think it's probably cooking. I didn't know that I was a decent cook until like November. So I would cook the things that I'm very familiar with. Things that have always been in my family, as far as, like my family knows how to make a very Tex-Mex version of green chili. So I've always joked around that for a white girl, I can make a pretty mean green chili. Like a Texas hearty bean and meat chili. I know how to do that. I know how to make a
Ooh.
pretty decent spaghetti. And that was really kind of all that I knew how to cook. And so that was what I was comfortable with. And so my meals repeated a lot. And then I just kind of decided, well, I didn't decide. One day I didn't make it to the grocery store and I just had like certain things in my house. And I was like, well, I'm just going to put this in a pot and see what happens. And it seemed like every time that I did that, it came out pretty good. So apparently I've got a knack for figuring out like pantry meals. So I've really enjoyed that journey. That's something that I never thought I would like or thought that I could do. And just being able to come up with something on the fly and be like, this turned out really good. And I have no idea how I did it or if I can do it again. But this time we all are getting nourished for another night. And so I like that. I like that journey.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I don't think the guys are going to like my question,
Uh-oh.
but I have to ask it.
Okay.
On this panel, on this panel, who is your favorite streamer?
Sassy
It's not
Pup.
fair. It's
Sassy
not
Pup.
fair. No.
Sassy Pup. I came
Okay.
up with the nickname Sassy Pup. What is
So-
better than that? I came up with GG. What is better than that?
Okay, so everybody has their own personality, right? And I said that at the very beginning of this.
She's gonna go a million different directions and not say
I'm
one
not.
thing.
He's going to be
I'm not gonna
diplomatic.
go. It depends on what I'm in the mood for, right? So if I want the inclusive and the hype and the everybody loves everybody and let's all pat each other's butt and like kumbaya kind of thing, I'm gonna go hang out in Jay's stream because he's in there hyping up the Discord, hyping up. Y'all need to whisper each other and network, and sometimes that gets a bit overwhelming, right? And so,
I don't remember that, Jay.
it's great, right? It's
Just
needed.
wait.
It is definitely needed. And there's some days where you need that. The coffee just didn't kick in. I need somebody to hype me up. And so Jay does a fantastic job at that.
Master of hype himself.
If I need somebody who just is like in there focusing on the game, reads chat. Don't get me wrong, but just they read the chat, but they are focused on the game. That's radical. That is all this guy right here, right? So you pop in, he's focused on the game. You type something in chat, you say something like, "Hey, it's your girl," and he's like, "ChunkyPup, what's up?" And then back to laser focus. And then something else pops on his chat and he's like, "Oh, GG, yeah, no, I totally had pizza for lunch." And then it's just laser focus on the game. So he still pays attention to chat. Don't get me wrong, like you're good. But it's just funny because it's definitely two separate things. You got your video game and you got your chat. And I love it. I love it. If I need some down home wisdom, just some just bring it all in, back to reality. We're having a deep, deep conversation and I need to meditate, I'm talking with Shiny.
Everybody loves Shiny, Big J. It's clear. It's
But
clear
I rated last.
It's clear what the answer. It's clear what the answer to the question is. It's clear.
I rated last.
It depends on what I need.
It's clear.
Like,
it's clear. Everyone
understand
in this chat knows.
that
Except
all
for
of
Shiny.
y'all are here just to suit me. So depending on my mood and what I want that day, that's who I go hang out with. Not just
It's
kidding.
her.
No, it is not.
Biasness.
It's the community.
Biasness.
Seriously. Like, okay, even
Jay.
when whose chat was I in? Oh, whose chat was I in?
A zombie.
It was this morning. Is Gigi in the chat? Gigi, whose stream were we in this morning? Oh goodness.
GG.
Who
Oh,
was it?
also
Smoke
Shiny.
and Joe. No, we were in Smoke and Joe's
Oh, yeah.
stream this morning. Me and Gigi, right? So we were in there. We were hanging out, just chatting it up, having a good time. And Smoke and Joe is just in there playing the game and he's yakking it up with us. And me and Gigi are just going back and forth. And we're talking about some crazy bonkers stuff, right? So it really all just depends on what you're looking for at that time and who else is in the chat.
That's fair.
Who's
That's
talking
fair.
and it's
I can't be mad about that. That's an honest answer.
right.
That's
And I
fair.
can't say that any one streamer is my favorite because I support people outside of Too Lit as well, you know? I know. It's a travesty.
No,
But
we support a lot of people who, may or may not be in the community. But yes, there's
Right.
a lot of good streamers out there to go after and support.
yeah.
Exclamation point ban. I'm just kidding.
And I jump around, right? I try to support as many people as I can. I jump in, I say my quirky little stuff, I get snarky, and I just hop around and I just have a good time. And I just like talking to people. And a lot of people don't get my humor. Like I'll go in and say, like Big J, I started this with him a long time ago where I go in and I'm like, "Yo, it's Big J. Somebody get me an autograph. Like I need your autograph." And other people are like, "An autograph for what?" And it's just funny to me, and people don't get my humor. And so then I was like, well, that joke didn't land. I'm going to go tell it in somebody else's stream. So I don't have a favorite streamer. Everybody has their own things that I love about them and the feeling that I get when I'm hanging with them or watching them or whatever. So there you go. Radical, knock it off. You're an instigator.
For
Troll.
Rizzle.
I prefer the term troll.
Instigators.
Troublemaker, incorrigible.
Oh, okay. Says you.
HR lady's worst nightmare.
Oh yeah.
Also, Shiny, we did not coordinate our outfits, but we do look very matchy.
We do. Nice.
Jay, this is the Shiny and
matchy.
Chunky Pup show, bro.
No, this is a community event. Community.
Love the entire community.
We do. Our
Including Shiny and
community
Chunky Pup.
is amazing.
Not
Chunky Pup,
sponsored.
really,
I got it.
I am so impressed with your dedication. How you've literally, when I say you've shown up, I don't mean just showing up in streams, but for conversations, you participate, you engage. You talk to people who are just coming into streams. So kudos on you. And why are you guys cracking up again?
No,
what
what
is
the
going
heck?
on? I'm offering up her a sincere whatever I'm offering up here, and you guys are just like dying over there. And we get nothing. I object strenuously. What
I
happened?
feel like
Tell
they're
me.
talking shit about us, and I don't know how I feel
The
about
SC
it.
show. South
Are you-
Carolina show. The Shiny Chunky show. I'm just kidding.
All right.
The fellas are misbehaving so hardcore,
Oh, no,
and
no,
I
no.
want to know.
We're not doing nothing.
HR lady demands an answer.
We're not doing anything.
Something's happening over there because Jay can't contain himself.
I know.
He's having a good old laugh, and I'm like, okay, is it me? And do I have like pizza in my teeth? Like, what's going on here?
They're just not going to tell us.
It has nothing to do with
Sorry.
job.
He's probably laughing at my reactions to things that are going on.
I'm so confused.
She's talking, and I'm like,
Fine, I'm not saying anything. Have it the
look at,
radical
look
show.
at that. Look at what she's doing
ahead.
right now.
Have the radical show. Have at it.
I don't want it to
Have
be a
at it.
radical show.
Have at it. Listen,
All right.
you know what you've done. You're gonna pay for it. I'll get you back. I'll get you back.
Just like you're gonna have fun on Saturday.
I will get you back. I will find a way. I will
Listen,
find.
This is not about me and you, okay, and our issues,
God
all right?
in
This is
heaven.
about Chunky Pup, okay?
This
We are
is
talking
the-
about Chunky Pup. This
this
is
is
Chunky
the-
Pup show.
This is the Chunky Pup show. This is the spotlight for Chunky Pup.
Listen,
She is a
Shiny, we
Well,
supporter.
then the two of you get it together and let's celebrate this lady.
We
this
got it together. We're
beautiful
celebrating the lovely
temptress,
Miss
this
Chunky
beautiful
Pup.
goddess who is here.
She is a goddess. Let's go. Turn up.
She is.
You see what she's
She
doing? You see what
is.
she's doing? She's starting trouble, Big J. She's trying to.
I see what she's
Fight.
doing,
Start
but
a
I'm
fight
not.
between
I'm not. I'm not getting involved in this. Yeah, save your tears for another day.
That's
Save
right.
your tears for another day.
That's right. Save your tears for another day.
Another day. I'll get you.
Sorry, what was that, Shiny? Were
Anyway,
you just
so
singing for us a little bit?
Chunky Pup,
Yeah.
you know,
Please
despite
change the
fact-
subject. This is
despite
so
the
awkward.
Despite the fact that we have some troublemakers in the community, who would be like some of your top 5 favorite members outside of these two? Because clearly they rank above
What?
me, so I'm taking them out of the running.
What?
Because I want to be on the top of that list. Because they outrank me, so I want to be at the top of the list.
I'm not. I can't. Like
you
that's
can use
not
these, you can
fair.
use these words wisely, okay? Use these words wisely. You already talked about me and said that, I just play the game and I've been focused on chat. You already talked about me that way and said Shiny is your favorite streamer, basically. To me and Big
No,
J.
say that.
she was clearly saying
So-
Jay was the favorite. Jay's
So
the
clearly,
master of
clearly
hype,
Shiny's your favorite streamer.
networking. Like he's the grand slam over there, and I feel
Now-
like I'm like the boring, like down to earth, like.
This is where you can make up for it,
Okay.
right here.
I'm
You can
not
make up for it.
interesting.
You can easily go all the way around this and say we're all 3 in your top 5 people and go all the way around it and not have to worry about any of us.
I
Just
feel like I'm
saying.
fixing to get kicked out of Too Lit here. This is a setup.
Never. I would never do that to you.
I
All
mean,
you
if
do
you
is
say- if
say
you say
outside
it's-
of
it's
Jay and
Jay.
Radical, I'm your number 1, and it's all good. Hugs and kisses. I love
Listen,
you.
There's other people here. GG's here. Yeah. Other people.
Which, by the way, gamer girl Gigi, you're doing a great job at what you're doing. We appreciate you. You've been killing it with the canvas. You've been doing your thing, making flyers and stuff. So we appreciate you.
All right, so back to the
100%.
question at hand. What's your answer, Chunky Pup?
42. That is the answer. That is the
42.
reason
That's
for
a
living.
number.
That is the answer to all things.
That's a number.
I like that answer. You know what? I'll accept that answer. I know. I asked you a terrible question. I shouldn't have done it. Bad Shiny, my bad.
Seriously, there's really no way that I can pick a 1 or a top 5 because everybody just has their own.
I told you what route to go with. You took that route. Okay.
No,
Look.
we do. The community is so very diverse. You're right. It would be hard to pick just somebody, but yeah. I mean, Jay's gonna always be my go-to for number 1. Radical, you'll be number 2. Chunky, you'll be number 3. There you go. Bam, bam, bam.
Until next week when somebody else is on this panel, and then I am suddenly no longer number 3.
No.
No, I mean, you know, it's just it
We
really
love
is
everybody.
it's really just humbling to be a part of the community, right?
Wild
Whether y'all are my absolute favorite or my least favorite is irrelevant because it's the community that really brings it together. That's the part of it that for me is amazing.
Hashtag
Together.
Where were you on that, Radical? Where were you on that?
What?
Hashtag. Let's try one more time. Ready? Hashtag
Together.
No.
Oh man, I give up. I give
Yeah.
up. Jay's just cracking up.
Listen, Jay. Listen.
Can't even hear
Listen,
some
Jay knows
crying
how
over
I
there.
feel right now.
Atta girl Peaches together.
Mhm. Mhm.
There you go. Hashtag together.
Listen,
Hold on
we
a
have
second.
we have
I got something better than that. Something better than that. Hold
we
on.
got the emote.
Hold on.
drop
I
it.
got something way better than that. You know what?
We're gonna unveil the
You know-
emote right now.
Oh, we already
We
did.
we already did. Where were
You
you?
were too busy.
I don't know. Where was I? I've been with you practically the whole
You were
evening.
getting your hair done.
Oh, you did it earlier? Oh.
We did it during Jay's stream.
Oh, well, I can't be getting my hair did and watching a stream.
I mean, you could.
I'm not that talented. There's all
DJ.
those chemicals. What if they get all those
Look at
chemicals
that.
on my
Look
phone
at that,
and then I'm
Jay.
out of
Look
luck?
at that. No one told you? Yeah, it was kind of unplanned. But I knew what it looks like. I knew what it looked like before anyone else did. Ha 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 ha. I knew before she even posted it, so
My goodness.
see,
It's pretty dope.
that's
Pretty
why
dope.
you know, Chunky Pup.
I even have
Be
it
number one.
as an overlay on my stream, so it's
You know what,
there.
Jay? I got you beat. Actually, I
Oh,
got
yeah?
you equal on that. We're both got it on our stream and on our.
I was the
There you
first to
go.
debut it, so
Yeah, that's because you're the CEO. Well, why would they want some random moderator of two lady to do it?
I mean that's not fair. I mean you are important, okay? We're all important.
Flip it to shiny. I'm just number 2.
Wow.
Y'all
ever been in Have y'all ever been in a room and your parents are fighting and you just like kind of sit there and you're like, I don't know what to say or do? No? Am I the only one?
It's happened. It's happened.
It
It's
always
just like,
happens. Come on now.
I'm gonna exit.
Once you are actually in a podcast with me and Shiny, you will understand.
No, I was there. I was there.
You will understand. Watch Saturday, and you will understand too.
I
Yeah.
hate
We'll
you
have
so
Chunky
much.
Pup on with us.
Oh my
I
goodness.
can't be up that early. Y'all were y'all started your podcast at like 9:30 Saturday morning, and
9
I
in the morning. Yeah.
crawled my ass up at it. No, y'all were late this Saturday. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, it
Oh,
wasn't my
yeah.
fault this time.
Oh.
My fault this time.
But I crawled my ass up out of bed, and then I came out here into my game room, and I turned y'all on,
Actually,
and I
it
was
wasn't
like,
either faults. But
there
that's
is way
different.
too much going on this early on a Saturday. I can't do this. Come on, if you're
Saturdays, I
coming up
sleep
here.
late.
Come on,
Everybody sleeps late on Saturdays.
come on.
You know,
Wait, that
everybody
Friday they
does.
stay up
I will
late.
be honest. Who
I-
does not sleep in late on Saturdays?
Here's
on
the
now.
thing, though.
Unless you're shiny, and then
this-
you wake up at like 6 a.m. every day.
Come here. Come here.
Here's the thing, though. For Saturday's broadcast, I don't know that I'm going to let the VOD fly. That may be a one and done sort
Of
of
course she's
event.
not. Of course she's not. You know why?
Don't.
She lost the bet.
Yeah, I need to know. Like, what was the bet though? Because I
We
don't.
can't
I don't
announce
know
that
that.
yet. We can't announce that yet.
Okay.
You have to come on Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern.
9 a.m. Like, y'all
But
can't push
granted,
it?
good news. We have not planned it for the very beginning, so it technically won't be happening at 9 a.m. exactly.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll aim for 10 a.m. I think that'd be better for more people to kind of wake up.
Would that be better for you, Chunky Pup? So you
I
can be
mean,
there.
It'd be better
I
for me to
really need for you
stall.
guys. I really need for y'all to organize your schedule around me. So yes, if we could
Oh
make
yeah,
that around 10,
we need
that'd be great.
to organize our schedule around you.
Yes.
I've been
yes,
trying
yes.
to get
Everything.
Jay to organize his schedule around me. Like he needs to start at like 9ish. Well, no, actually like 10:30 because that's about when Howie stops. Is about 10:30, and then
So
he
goes-
needs to stop at like 9 p.m. Right, so that way he's on the whole time that I'm at work, and then I get off work and I can play for a while, and then he can stop streaming and I can go and play Faz. But he just won't listen.
Jay, no 12-hour streams, bro. You said you would never do a 12-hour stream, so hold your ground, bro. We sticking this together as tag team champions of the Twitch universe. We stick together.
Will I do a 24-hour stream? Not ever.
Me neither. I don't have. I
Then
just
you have
can't.
Shiny. You know,
What about Shiny?
we all love Shiny.
Chunky Pup, I gotta ask you, what was the longest time of a stream you ever did? Like hours?
Yeah, good question. I like that one.
It was the one that I was sending you clips from earlier, and I think that one was 14 hours.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Woo!
How
That's
do
got me
you do a
That's
14-hour
got me beat.
stream?
Oh god.
Well, I
That
had
even-
planned for it, so I
Okay.
think that it was. I think it was my birthday stream. I think is what the
Ooh.
event was, and I think I had hit like 100 followers or something. So I planned it all out. I got the dog biscuits, I got the canned dog food, I got the kibble, I had like dog treats, and then the costume and all this. And so I told everybody, and we all made arrangements and whatever. So they all knew that I was going to start streaming at like 6 a.m. And then depending on how the stream went, I would end when I wanted to end. And I had all types of different games set up to play. So I started real light and gentle with some Animal Crossing, and then went into something that was a little more hyped up with some Among Us, and then just moved through all of these different games, from community games to like single player games and stuff like that. And I just went until I was too tired to go anymore. And then I was done. And, you know, there was a point in time when I got raided by a friend of mine who's a partner streamer, and he dropped like 130 people on me right as I was trying to end the first time.
Oh, that's great.
And when you get hit with something like that, you can't just end, you know? So I
Yeah.
had to keep going, and I had to, and it was really nice because his community was so supportive of me, probably because they caught on that if they did certain things, I in turn would do certain things, like eat canned dog food. And so they were really into it, and it turned into a lot of fun. I was so tired. This was at about the 10-hour mark. But I was so tired, and I was really done with it. And then they kind of just rehyped it all back up. And I was like, well, okay, I guess we're going to continue going. And then it was just laughs and giggles, and it was a really good time. But when somebody is doing something like a super long stream, that support is where I feel like the support is really what's going to help that streamer through that, right? It's those a 24-hour stream or a 12-hour stream or whatever I don't think it's the longevity of it that's so taxing as much as it is that you don't have anybody there to help you through it. You don't have anybody there keeping the conversation going or hyping up the chat or, you know, really being engaging or anything. And so having, even if it's just one person in there that's talking you through and asking you questions and whatever else, that makes all the difference in the world. And so, you know, I will pop into somebody if they have a 24-hour stream going on or whatever. I'll pop in there, even if I don't like the game that they're playing. I'll jump in there and be like, you know, hey, you know, your blue hair looks phenomenal in that lighting or whatever, just to start a conversation and kind of keep it going, just to help them through. Even if I'm only there for a half hour or an hour of it, at least I provided some support for that amount of time.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's why you're supporter of the month.
I like being that support system. I do the same thing when I'm playing video games. You know, I'll be the healer. Let me stand back and just heal people and be the support system. Y'all go do the real work.
I mean,
That's
I've
what she
seen
does
you-
in Fortnite.
True
I
story.
mean, I've seen her get some people though. I've seen her down some people and
She got some bodies on
drop
Fortnite. Is that what you're saying, Jay?
She dropped
I
some
do.
bodies. Yeah.
It was kind of funny last night. So one of the people that I've played Phasma with forever came into my stream. I was streaming last night playing with Gigi and Sailor Cat Bat and Jinkies. And so we were all playing and me and Gigi were streaming. And one of the buddies that I play Phasma with decided to jump in and he's like, what is this? Chunky's playing a first person shooter. And I was like, first of all, don't get it twisted. Like, I'm not good. I'm just in here to make an idiot of myself. And he's talking about how I just got schooled by a 6-year-old who's teabagging on me. And then today we met up in a different stream. And he was like, why don't you do that more often? Like, that's really entertaining. And he's like, I've never seen somebody who just says, oh, there's danger. Let me run at them with a gun and hope it goes well. Because that's what I do is I just run up with a shotgun and hope to God my aim hits somewhere on that body. Like, if I get numbers flying out the top of their head, I did something good. And that's as good as I'm going to get.
So I got a question for you, ChunkyPup.
What's up?
I'm gonna get a little bit of hate for this.
Okay.
Do you agree that we should get Shiny Hero 2873 to play Fortnite with us?
150%. And I've told her that.
You have a
I'm
death
in.
wish.
I'm in on this.
Jay, that's 3 votes. Anybody else in the chat say aye? Type
Start it
aye.
up right now.
Oh
Let's go. The 4
my
of us. We got us a no-bill
God.
squad right now.
Yes,
What's up,
Savage Pickle.
Savage
Let's
Pickle?
go. Let's go. That's 4.
My man.
There it is. Shiny, download. Let's go, babe.
She's gonna beat me up later.
You will pay. You will pay. My wife said
What?
yes. So Savage Pickle and his wife are both saying yes. I think Peaches has said okay. I guess that's a yes from Peaches. Shut up.
Told you
Yep,
I'd get
that's
you.
all.
I
Well,
knew
okay.
it's not cross plat, right? It's not cross
Oh,
plat.
It
it's
is.
crossbody.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's-
yeah. Nice try.
Nice try. Look, she tried to weasel out.
No,
But
you-
I can't. I would have to download it on some other platform, right? Like I don't have whatever platform you need to download it on.
Like what, Xbox or PC? You got them. You got them both.
What's up,
Yeah, but
Matt?
if I download on
Ooh.
PC, I can't play with you Xboxers. So
Look,
Yes,
right.
you can.
Look, True. What's up, True? It's been a long time. How you
Listen,
been?
Johnny,
Oh my
you download the game.
God.
You join us off of the game.
You're gonna hate me as a teammate. I look at all the shiny
Okay.
stuff. Literally, I have ADHD.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna be able to. I'm gonna
What
get
Tree
shot
said.
over and over. I will not be good for your team.
Peaches even said it.
Come
Oh
on,
my
let's
God, nobody's.
True's giving
Is
you
there
a.
nobody
True's giving
on
you
my
something.
side
True's
here?
giving you something here. Read what True said.
Nobody. Yes, I see. True will play if I play, and he's only played once.
She.
I won't badly. They have a shiny tree in it.
They do have a shiny tree in it. They do.
So if I go in there, will you do a screenshot of me with the shiny tree?
Yes. Yes, I will.
Anything that'll get
God.
shiny.
You're gonna
You
regret
see-
this.
you
You're
see-
all
you
going
see-
to regret
you see,
this.
Shiny, I'm about to call you out here. I played a game that you like, so now you have to play a game that I like.
What game did I make you play?
Conan Exiles.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I did do that. I did do that.
What other games have you asked me to download that I've played and you said, oh,
Mm.
Grounded.
Mm.
I reinstalled Grounded for you.
What else?
What else is on there? Come on. I'm
I don't
waiting.
know. I don't remember.
But what else have I played with you even?
I don't know.
Sea
I
of
have to get on
Thieves.
my game. Oh yeah, Sea of Thieves. But you like Sea of Thieves. That's really
That's
like
not,
your
that's not the point. The
game.
point was how many games have I played with you that you wanted to play, that you asked me to play.
I don't think it was so much
So,
that I asked
if
you to
I
play
asked
Sea
you
of
to
Thieves so
play-
much as it was asking you to dress up as a pirate and play Sea of Thieves.
I agree, Pickle.
Did the same
Play the
thing
game.
with Jay too. Jay became a pirate too.
He did not.
He did too. I know. I bet
What?
Chunky Pup,
I
you
play
would be
with
a
a
pirate
tribe.
with
You want
me,
to join
right?
a tribe?
No, I've tried. I downloaded Sea of
Oh.
Thieves. My husband and I both. We
You
sat
can.
here and tried, and we loaded into the game and instantly got murdered. Like
Well, you
I
see,
was
listen.
like, this sucks.
Your trusted captain here definitely was not shiny. First off, your trusted captain here could teach you the game.
I mean, if you want
I
to
could.
teach me
I'm
how to
serious.
play,
I could teach you how to play the game. I'm not even joking.
all right.
Actually, though, Shiny was captain. To be fair, I did say she could be. So, but I know more about the game than she does. So yes, I can teach you, and you can play with me and Shiny. You guys can.
I'm a
Collab
terrible
right
pirate
there.
too.
That's a collab right there. All you got to do is agree.
I mean, I'm down.
There we
Merry
go.
Christmas, Shiny.
If somebody wants to teach me, like,
I'll teach you.
I love it. I think it's a
I
beautiful
actually
game.
won't-
The art
I
style
won't blow you up.
is gorgeous, but
Yeah, you'll only blow me up.
I tried.
I won't
and
blow
it
you
didn't
up, even though you said Shiny's your favorite.
Hey, Shiny,
Yes.
I can't wait to see you on Fortnite.
work.
I know, right? It's gonna be so amazing. because
When are
she's
we
gonna play
doing
games.
this? When is
Right
it?
now. Let's go right now.
I gotta download it first.
So download
Ah.
it. Let's go right
Oh,
now.
dude, it's free. It's free.
Obviously,
I'm in.
Peaches. Yeah, I'm just giving her shit for it.
It's free on what, Xbox?
No, yeah, Peaches.
But if
Anyway.
I download it on Xbox, then do I have to play it on Xbox? Like I can play it on my PC still, right?
You have to download it on the platform in which you want to play it.
So if I want to
Yeah.
use mouse and
Be-
keyboard, I download it from Steam?
Yes.
To be fair, no one has to play anything they don't want to play.
Yep, Jay just gave me the out.
No, technically speaking, I gave you the out by saying I played a game you like, and so you have to play a game I like because that's the way we said it.
Bam.
So, to be fair, don't blame Jay, blame me. I mean, you blame me anyways, but that's different.
That's very
All
true,
right,
I do.
Chunky Pup.
So,
Fortnite download it is.
yay!
After she, didn't download Fall Guys.
I downloaded Fall Guys. Are you talking about me?
You did. You did. She didn't.
Oh.
Wait,
Hmm.
I didn't?
How many days have I asked her to play? Yeah, this
Oh.
became radical call out Shiny here.
all
All right. Let's get back on topic, Shiny.
Wait, I don't see Fortnite in Steam, but we'll talk about that after the show. We'll get it
Let's
together.
get back on topic, Shiny.
Yes, what's the topic?
What's that?
Chunky Pup is amazing.
It's your turn now.
She's
Facts.
fantastic.
Me and Big J have been going
Hashtag
on
We're gonna
for like
try.
an hour.
Really? I went on for like the first 3 hours, so stop
It's
it.
been an hour and 10.
Stop it.
Plus the
I
30 minutes that,
monopolized this
you were talking without
conversation
going
5
ahead
ways
and
to
go live.
Sunday.
Go live.
Ay. Chunky, do you see what I have to put up with? An HR lady's life is never simple.
I'm just here for the shits and giggles, man.
Uh,
We
You're
love
all
we
weak?
love our shits and
What?
giggles.
It's all about
Absolutely.
Chunky Pup, not about me.
It is about me. It's
It's
about time
always.
somebody realized this. Like, it's all about me. So, Jay, I need you to alter your schedule. Yeah. Shiny, I'm going to need you to play some Fortnite.
Listen, I will play all the Fortnite you want, whenever you want, if you play DVD with me one time.
Me?
Ooh.
Yes.
I,
Thank you, bud.
I downloaded DBD. I tried to play DBD. It won't let me in a lobby. I don't know what I did wrong. I swear to you. My husband and I both tried. We went through both of the tutorials from the survivor one and the killer one. And then we tried to load into a lobby and we waited for 47 minutes before I was like, I'm done
You
with
played
this.
late at night, didn't you?
No. It was
He
like,
said- he
well, I
said
mean, I
golf
guess
ball.
like 9 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah. It gets to a certain point of the night where it's just like 30-minute wait times, and then you just, yeah, it sucks. So you have to play like midday. Like, 5 o'clock Eastern.
Okay. I mean, I'm happy to play if
6
we
o'clock.
could play it when I'm available to play it.
Fair enough. We'll talk later.
Okay.
Big J, Shiny. Shiny actually should be the one asking questions now. Me and Big J have
Right.
been going on for a little
I
bit.
have
Yeah.
asked her questions. All right, let me ask you this. Favorite community activity that you wish we did more of?
Ooh, that's a good one, actually.
Interesting.
Ooh. So I did rejoin recently.
Yes.
There was a long hiatus when I was not part of Too Lit, and so I was able to rejoin recently, and am super stoked for it. To be honest, I haven't made it to a lot of the community events. I've been to several different podcasts, and I was part of the Too Lit Ladies Fortnite night last night, which was spectacular. I would love to know, is there a karaoke stream?
You see, I tried to get one, but no one else showed interest. So,
Okay, well, I would totally
so
be down for
ChunkyPup,
karaoke.
you can play in one with me.
I do really like Jackbox, so I've got several Jackbox packs. I would love to be involved in more of the Jackbox stuff. I know that I was going to jump in one, and then it got canceled or rescheduled or something, so there was that. And I really liked the 80s and the 90s parties. I was totally lurking in those because I was otherwise engaged in other things that I had going on those nights, but I did jump in and kind of watch for a little bit, and those were a lot of fun. So I think really anything that's more involving for all of the community, such as like the party games like the Jackbox, or even Among Us, where you can get 15 people in a lobby, I think it would be a lot of fun.
I mean, the friendship breaker?
Yeah, I
Definitely.
retired from Among Us. Here's why. Every time I play, somebody yells at each other.
Always
So
part of it.
I don't play it anymore.
Okay.
I mean, I would if you all organized the community Among Us night. I would play for that purpose. But I will announce here and now if Shiny plays and I'm killer.
Mm.
I love
Awesome.
playing it, but I'm so
glad
bad
that-
at it because I can't lie. So, like, if I'm the murderer, like, if I'm the imposter and somebody catches me
Ooh.
red-handed and they call me out, like, I'm like, well, look, see, what happened was because I can't lie. It just doesn't work.
I can't either. I'm a terrible liar.
Yes, it's bad.
I'm like, I just need to confess the truth. I can't have this on my conscience.
Now Jay, on the other hand, remember that time, Jay, you took out the whole lobby by yourself?
Yeah.
And I will brag about it to the day I'm 10 feet under,
Ruthless.
Yes.
Ruthless.
I'm intrigued and also horrified to play with an HR person. How about a drunk Fall Guys stream? Oh my god.
Yes. Who said that?
Twisty
it's funny that Twisty said that because we are working with another community that is going to be doing a drunken Fall Guys. So y'all make sure y'all tune in for that. If you are in
I'm
the
going.
Discord.
HR ladies in.
I'm there.
This
there
will
like
be
swimwear.
Bard.
interesting.
Bard.
What are you squawking about
Nothing.
over there?
Nothing.
So does anybody have any questions for ChunkyPup? Or ChunkyPup, do you have any questions for us? Or maybe the beautiful people out there, or vice versa?
Do I have any questions? So, I guess, what is it that when y'all are looking for a streamer that you want to support consistently, what is an important trait that streamer has? Like, is it important that they always respond to every single chat that you put in? Is it that they continue to stay hyped? Is it that they're good at the game that they're playing? What is it in a streamer that you look for that it'll catch you and you'll continue to support them?
Should we round robin this? Like we
Yes.
each take a turn on this?
Yes.
All right. Jay, you want to go first or Radical?
I'll go last.
All right, Johnny, you go first.
I'll go
Okay.
first. Yeah,
You want to go first?
No,
Okay.
Who do you want to go first?
So I think for me, like the first thing I gravitate to, just because, like I'm kind of socially awkward, believe it or not. Like that first step, networking is not a strong suit of mine. So I kind of tiptoe by going into people's streams who are gaming games that I play. And just kind of ask them about their experiences with the game. And I don't know, for some reason that familiarity for me is just kind of like makes me feel more comfortable in approaching them, feeling like if all else fails, I can still go back to the game. But yeah, I think it's really kind of energy. I tend to shy away from people who are really loud and noisy. And that's just me. Like that may appeal to other people, but I do like to kind of go into somebody's stream and just kind of see them as like a real person rather than a character or caricature of themselves. So I think authenticity for me is one of the things I look for. Somebody who's just genuine. I wouldn't say that they have to be great at their game. Not at all. I suck at pretty much every game I play. So for me to look for anything beyond that from somebody else, I think is not fair, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of like the primaries.
Okay.
Why is Jay making faces over there? Did I say something wrong? I'm
got you,
concerned.
Jay.
Did I
got
mess
you.
up? Did I
All right,
mess up?
all right.
no.
Can't,
no, you
oh
didn't.
well, can't count on Shiny as a follower, but that's fair. Dang.
Ooh.
Listen, no, I'm just saying, like sometimes I get kind of intimidated by people who are like just really loud and rambunctious. Not all the times. I mean, because
listen.
obviously, I've watched Wag's streams and he can get rambunctious, but there's like for me, there's a limit where I just feel like maybe they're not gonna like me if they're that way because I don't feel like I'm that way.
CJ,
I don't know. Maybe
that's why
that's
she
a
hates
dumb
me, bro.
thing.
That's why
Oh
she
my
hates me.
goodness.
I'm too energetic for her. Too loud.
All
I'm
right,
yelling and screaming all the time.
Maybe because you're just a young punk and you troll me at
Oh,
every
yeah.
turn.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You don't troll me.
You
We
guys,
have
look-
we
look
have
at
a
this.
very happy relationship. He trolls me, I troll him back. It's all good. It's all good in the hood.
She
All right,
makes me
Radical.
cry, hurts my feelings. All right. That's all I win.
How would you pick the people that you show support to?
Me? Okay. I like to focus a lot on like just in general in life and everything like that, the vibe of a person and their personality. If I go into a stream and I find that their vibe or their personality doesn't like kind of sort of click with me or vibe with me, or they're just rude or mean to everybody, like I'm gonna be less inclined to hang out with them or support them. But if they're coming in and they're like, hey, you and welcome in, like I like the high. I'm kind of the opposite than Shiny on that. I like the energy. I like the high energy, the really loudness of people, and like people getting hyped just to see one person in their chat. Like, oh my god, how are you? Like that's just me. So I would definitely go with vibe and personality as the way I look for people that I like to support the most.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Is there a specific streamer that you can think of off the top of your head that really just scratches that itch for you? Okay.
Jay.
Okay. It's your turn, Jay.
So when I go into people's streams, I'm looking for people that interact. I understand people can get busy playing the game, but I would like for people to know that we're there for them and not for the game. Some people might want to enjoy the gameplay, but it's like this. I can play that same game. I'm in there for you. So if you can acknowledge me, that would be key. If you can't acknowledge me, I'm going to go to somebody else that's going to pay attention to me.
Okay.
Facts.
I dig it.
That's facts right there.
I mean, I love the energy. I'm a balanced person. I support everybody, whether they're kind of, shy or whether they have a camera on or don't have a camera on. I support everybody. I'm just a well-balanced supporter. Like, I support everybody. And I like when people are hyped. I like when people are spreading positive energy, good vibes, great vibes. I like when people like to joke and have fun. So I'm all around. If anybody has those things, and if they're in the scary stuff, of course I'm in there.
For sure. For sure.
See,
Alright.
that's why I'm his tag team partner.
All right.
Facts.
Fair enough.
Hashtag facts.
So I have a really hard time going into a stream where the streamer doesn't curse. I know that sounds really stupid, right? But if you don't curse, or if I can't curse, I don't feel like I belong there, because I have the filter of, well, I don't have one, so I can't even compare it to anything. So it's really hard for me to not talk a lot of smack and joke around and, you know, be like, oh, that shit was bonkers, because that's just my normal vernacular. And so if somebody's like, oh, you know, please don't say the H word, I'm gonna be like, oh, I can't do this. Y'all just not my people.
I feel that.
Cool. All right. So for chat, I think the one thing that I want to know from chat is, how did all y'all learn about Too Lit? And like, was it through Big J? Was it through one of the other family members, like, tags on their streams? Like, how did you learn about Too Lit and the community, and why are you, like, how did you get in here with us right now? If anybody wants to answer, that would be super cool.
Okay. I mean, I could answer here with y'all. I found out about Too Lit from Bearded King. So we used to be on the same stream team, and then he transitioned out of the stream team and came to the Bearded Kingdom. He came over here to Too Lit, and he was like, you know, I left my old stream team, and he was like, you know, you should check out this community. I eventually met Big J, and then Big J started hanging out with me, coming in my streams, and, like, you know, talking to me, and I started enjoying, like, the vibe, came into his streams. We started networking a little bit with each other, and then I was like, okay, well, you know, he said, you should join this Discord, the Too Lit Discord. I was like, okay, you know, I don't know if this is on my thing. I don't know what anybody, not my type of thing, really. I don't know. I joined the Discord, and now I'm here. So.
Okay.
Zombie Don says he joined from the Bearded King as well. Radical Foil brought him here. Gosh dang it, you don't gotta give me credit, bro.
Looks like Raider came in from the ladies and gentlemen member.
Yep.
Nice.
Swag Bag. Arc Lior is a new member of the Alliance, Triple Alliance. He wants to get to know other great people. Love it.
I like it.
And Twisty heard about it through the grapevine community with a variety of streamers and podcasts. Yes. And Nav met Big J through a streamer friend she mods for.
Awesome. You play Faz? So y'all are referring to the person with the yellow name. I see it as Tia Navigator.
Yeah, yes,
I think
yes, correct.
y'all have referred to them as True. Or
Yes, True or
True.
Okay.
Nav, whichever
Or
one.
Nav, either or.
Peaches
Sweet.
learned about Too Lit through a mutual associate that will not be named.
Okay. All right. So Nav or True, or what do you want me to call you? And we need to get down on some Faz sometime real soon, because that would be pretty dope. You're a girl? Okay. I'm sorry. I apologize. I shouldn't have assumed anything, and I get that all the time. So I'm sorry. Nav is fine. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's get down on some Faz whenever you want. Like, I'm up in the Discord, so let's jump in and get some games rolling. Cool. All
Zombie
right.
Don.
And
So, Zombie Don, bro. No. No, don't give me no credit for that. I don't need any
Twisty
credit.
says through the grapevine. Twisty is the biggest troll of all, y'all. I'm just gonna tell you that.
There's no way. Listen, there's no way anybody's gonna beat me as troll. Come on now. Let's be honest. Here. I know all three of y'all have been trolled by me before. Come on now.
So Twisty asks, what's the weirdest stream y'all have done? Is there anybody in particular that you're asking that to, Twisty?
Hold my beer. Oh, bro. We can both troll together. We can be best friends. You know, I have a best friend. But,
All
I'm
four.
always down.
Okay.
No.
All four of us.
I
So,
believe.
you're playing bingo? I can't with this dude. I can't with this dude at all.
That's a good question right there. From Raider, by the way. Just saying. But we'll take that one next.
Nope.
Uh,
I'm gonna put a pass on that one.
Why not? You don't want to answer it for Raider? He's a viewer, Shiny.
Raider, come to the stream on Saturday.
And
That's
you'll
all I gotta
see
say.
How
10
much
o'clock.
he hates me.
10 o'clock, Saturday morning.
Okay, let's see.
Shiny Hero 2873 on Twitch.
All right, so the question was, what was the question from Twisty again? It was, what's your weirdest stream?
Yeah, the weirdest stream that you've ever done.
I mean, I'm trying to think. For me, I didn't really never really had a weird stream, I would say, in particular. Because I'm kind of boring with streams. I play the game, I talk to people.
I got one.
Okay, let me hear it.
So this involves our community.
Actually, I got one.
Our
ahead, Ken.
Halloween stream. I came in as a fortune teller and I did a quick 3-card draw on some of our community members, and things got really strange really quickly. And Jay, you can attest to that. Can you just validate what went down, that there was no rigging in that? I didn't know anything about these people, and literally things got a little twisted, and I think people got a little freaked out at what I did, and thought that maybe I had researched them on the side or something. I don't know. People were kind of flipping like there's no way you could know that. And yeah, so that would probably be right up there for weirdness for me. Yeah.
I wasn't there, but I heard about that, and I wish that I had been there.
Ooh, that's a good one. But I'll first answer the previous question about the weirdest stream I've been a part of. Let's see. So it was actually a part of the morning show. The weirdest show I've ever been a part of for stream was let's see. So me and Shiny hosted the morning show. We had like Big J, Howie, 80s Gaming, a Gamer Girl on there, as well as obviously Shiny and myself. Yes, I did. But they decided that they were going to transition the topics of the stream, rather than talking about what me and Shiny discussed. We were going to talk about. They went to disco stick tattoos. Tattoos on your dick, basically, and yeah, that was really weird. It was really weird. But I will say that was easily the most weirdest moment I've ever had as a streamer being involved with.
Okay.
Babe,
Big J, how about you?
Not my fault.
You have anything at all, Big J? Homie,
Can't hear
muted.
you. You're muted.
Homie.
When I forget to unmute my mic, weird experiences.
Ooh.
You know, when I hold those conversations and it's like, Jay, you're muted. It's like, I just want to throw it away. Just throw the whole damn stream away.
Let's see. At Radical Foil, what's your favorite stream you've been a part of? So my favorite stream I've ever done.
You didn't answer the question though. That wasn't a legit answer.
You know what, Shiny? That was a legit answer. He was done. You know, we're moving on.
Right.
Big J, fine. Do you have any more details to add to your statement? Since Shiny wants you to answer the question fully, apparently.
Yeah, what's your weirdest stream? Like,
he
without
said muted. He said him being muted.
Yeah, no. We all get muted from time to time, as evidenced by my failures starting this stream. There's got to be something that sticks out, like anything.
I will say we have done Too Late After Dark streams in the past, and it's gotten to the point to where I almost had to pull the plug.
Ooh.
Yeah, some of those after darks get a little wild.
Yo, Fire Angel, what is up? How are you doing?
Not me though.
All right, Shiny. Is that enough of an answer to move on to the next question?
Hey, all I know is Too Late After Dark gets a little intense, if you know what I mean. That's why I just say what happens in Discord stays in Discord. We will no longer stream this stuff because I know it can get people in trouble. So safe than sorry.
Did I answer the question?
Do you want to answer the question?
Yeah, if
Go for
there's
it.
time.
Yeah.
Because I know specifically why Twisty asked that question. Yeah, see, okay, so we already talked about it, and Twisty missed it, but since he's the one who egged it all on, I will explain it again. I did a super long stream where I dressed up in a Chunky Pup onesie that has a butthole on
Nice.
it. Keep that in mind. And during the stream, for different goals, if you will, I would eat dog biscuits or kibble out of a bowl or canned dog food.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's the weirdest thing I've ever done.
That's the weirdest
Very
thing.
brave. Very brave.
Hey, claps to you on that. I would never do it.
A plus.
Even
for
if it
brave.
was my branding, I would never do it. I'll stick to being the Tin Man.
Yeah. There you go. You
Okay.
happy now, Twisty?
Are you happy now, Shiny? Can we move on to the next question?
Yes. Yes.
Cool. It says, what is your favorite stream you've been a part of? This is for all of us. So, my favorite stream I've ever been a part of was the first Sea of Thieves stream I did with Shiny, because it was just, we dressed up as pirates. We were joking around, trolling each other. We had all kinds of fun. It was a blast. Yes, we had, audio issues in the very beginning, but we both had a blast. And that was my favorite stream I've ever been in. ChunkyPup.
Jay. Chunky.
Shiny.
Chunky.
The one that I've probably had the best time in. That's hard because there's a lot of really good moments. Does it have to be a stream that I was streaming or just a stream that I was involved
Well, the
in?
question is you've been a part of, so you've had to been a part of the stream. So I guess technically speaking, that means participating in chat or participating in the stream itself. So yeah, because each stream counts chat too.
Aw,
So.
peaches.
I think that my favorite time ever was when Howie got his first hype train, because he didn't know what a hype train was and he didn't know what was happening. And
Yes.
it was so much fun to just keep it going. And he was like blown away. And he's like, I don't even know what's happening. Why is everybody doing this all at once? And he was just so overwhelmed, and it was so innocent and pure. And I just loved every minute of Howie's first hype train. That was probably the best stream that I've ever been a part of.
I'll never forget that. He's like, "What's a hype train?"
Yeah.
He did not know what it was. It was magical. He still has that clip, by the way,
To this day.
Aw.
to this day.
It was a good one.
Shiny.
Jay.
Shiny.
I think Shiny should go.
Um,
I want to hear Shiny's, because this is be a
Gosh,
fun,
there's so many.
this will be a fun one.
There's so many to choose from. Like from the first mental health that we did, the 80s party, the Sea of Thieves, the Napoleon Dynamite skit I did, because
Love
that,
that one.
Best clip
Love
on
to go on.
Twitch. I can send you it if you want.
oh my god, that was legend.
I have it saved.
You know what? I'm gonna surprise you all with this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the stream I did. It was a scary game, and I had Radical with me on the sidelines, scaring the crap out of me. And what made that just so much more fun was, as scary as those scares were, I was less scared because I felt like I had someone going through it with me, and I wasn't alone. So it was like, it wasn't as scary when you're by yourself. And it made it more fun. But at the same time, I was so aggravated with him for scaring me. But it was funny. Like,
You
I
have to
had
tell the
fun.
story behind it a little bit. You got to tell them what I was doing.
I don't even remember.
So
but-
listen. She'd be like walking up to a scary moment or walking down a hall, like it would be a very dark hall or something like that. And I would wait for the perfect moment, and I would just yell "boo" to her, and she'd be like, "Radical," and I'd be like, "Wasn't me. It was the game."
No,
And
but
she
yeah, I mean,
died.
we've just had so many fun streams, Jay. Radical, we
We
really
have.
have.
You know,
I
I gotta
mean-
admit, we've had a lot of
Yeah, we've
great
had a lot of good
streams.
ones.
And I feel like we all have great chemistry. I think all the collabs that I've seen have been really great turnouts, and it's really hard to say that I have an exact favorite moment.
got you,
But
Raider.
I feel like all my moments have been with all of y'all. Doing my originals, like when I first started streaming, those solo streams wasn't so much as good as they are now. I feel like every time I stream now, when I get the community involved, it's always a great stream.
Yeah.
I
And
got
all
you,
those
Raider.
beautiful faces coming in there, it's the world. It means everything to
I got you.
me. You're my boy, Blue. I love it.
Did I see Zombie Dawn make a comment too about me?
Uh-oh.
I want to read this.
Uh-oh. What do you say?
At Radical Foil shaved his beard one time before stream, and he looked weird. LOL, does that count?
Oh. Uh-huh.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
hey, hey,
Oh,
hey.
yeah.
I look like a baby, okay? I still look like a baby. I still will, apparently. So there's no taking that back. I did it anyways. And then Jay had to go and steal my thunder by shaving his face the next day. So
Yo.
call out. You shaved your face right after I did.
Hey, don't hate on me because I make it look good.
Oh,
Bro.
damn.
Bro. Have you seen my stream?
Have I what?
Did you see my stream that day I did that?
Yeah,
He's like,
you had them going crazy. I'll admit, but you know what? You may be the one that looks like a forever young, but I am a forever teddy bear. I will forever be the one.
Forever.
Unleashing
Ever.
my inner Rossberger right here.
Do it.
Forever,
Do it.
Forever.
Let's
Do
go!
it.
You want to talk about somebody hype? Holy smokes.
Man, imagine if we got a collab with
Chinese
Rosberger.
favorite right there.
Dude.
That is her favorite. She's not gonna admit it, but I know that's her favorite.
She won't admit it. She's just.
I was like crazy confused when she was like, "Oh, I don't like people who have a lot of energy and who are like loud." And I was like,
Yeah,
Rosberger.
but his whole stream is family friendly, so it's not, there's not like guttural humor. There's not like cursing. It's energy, but it's all very positive. So if you
Okay.
just like hang out in his stream, like yeah, it's upbeat. He's funny, he's engaging, and he does it without being like crass or rude or vulgar. Which I don't know. I mean, like I know what you said like about the whole swearing thing, and I get that. But sometimes it's nice just to be with somebody who's just. I guess I wouldn't say he's 100% wholesome, but it's
Right.
meant to be for a very broad appeal.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. And I don't feel like he's one who would say anything if you did curse in his chat, but I
His
don't
mods, they do. They give a warning because
Oh, do
he's got like 5-6 mods running in each of his streams.
Okay.
So and you can see it as it happens, like that he gets the call out, or sometimes he'll even call it out on stream and say, "Hey, ease up. We're family friendly around here." Blah, 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 blah.
Fair enough. And there are people who specifically cater to that genre, right?
Mhm.
I just don't have that filter. So I applaud people. I don't have the patience to play games specifically with minors.
Yeah.
I have a 9-year-old at home, and all he ever does is yell at me, "Get in the car, get in the car." And like, so I don't have the patience to play games with people who are in a younger generation than I am. So the people that can do that,
Never
or
gonna
the
game with
people
me.
that, or the people that are, consistently family friendly, I don't have the filter for that. So I can respect their standpoint from it and that they can do it. It's just not something that I can do, and I'm not comfortable in that scenario for a long period of time because I don't have that filter. So
Right.
it's not that I have anything against Rossberger at all. I love his streams. His energy is unmatched, and some of the graphics that he has and stuff, like he's done really well for himself, and it is really entertaining to be in Rossberger's streams.
Shout out to Rossberger, y'all.
I
That's
know,
the
right?
man. That's the man.
But I can't chat in there for very long
Yeah.
because I can't hold myself to the standard in which he holds his community. be too.
Plus, he does a lot of scary game stream, and that's my genre that I always will lean to first and foremost. So, and a lot of great puzzle games too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know who helps him with his stuff, but man, he's got a lot of great like transitions, screens.
Mm-hmm.
It's all really, really polished.
Like, I think it was today you told him that you wanted to go and dance with him in the little disco hall. I was like, how does he even do that? And at first I thought that it was like a clip, like, but no, it was his actual cam going while he was in that little disco thing. And I was just like, this dude, that's bonkers. Like, it's just a transition scene, but holy smokes, how creative is that?
Yeah.
All right. Does anybody have any more questions? Because I gotta take care of something. So
yeah, same Z's.
I gotta head out. I mean, so if you want to, we always do this. Our guests, we let our guests be the one to pick the raids out. Chunky Pup, who would you like to raid out to?
Who's on? Let's see. It looks like we've got Wagbag is on. We want to raid out to Wagbag.
Mr. Wagbag?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what we could do. So, Shiny, would you like to send yours to Wagbag?
Yep.
And I could send
Under
the
attack
reports
here.
to Mrs. Kink, because she's been doing a hell of a lot, and I think that they both have, and I think they both should get both the love. Shout out to the ladies and gentlemen.
Love it, love it, love it. Well, thank you all so much for having me. I really appreciate it. Again, thank you for the nomination and all that good stuff. And it's really amazing to be a part of this community and to have all of you all as good friends. And this was a lot of fun. So thanks everybody for making it happen, and thanks for having me.
Wag raid the Kink.
You.
Oh, so we're gonna go to Kink.
All right, then there we go.
Shoot. Okay, well then I gotta change mine. All right, hold on. Because I had mine already queued up. Raid, and what is it?
MISSES
MISSES_KINK.
Yep. All right. Well, it's been a pleasure, Chunky Pup. Congratulations on being the Tulip Supporter of the Month. We appreciate all of y'all coming through, showing love and support as always. And we will see y'all next time. And y'all make sure y'all catch us tomorrow, because we still got content for y'all, and then we still got the weekend, and then so on. We got so much planned for the Tulip family. We got so much planned for everybody. So y'all just stick around. And with that being said, this is your boy Big J, and
yeah, mine's still kind of loading out here because I had to pass from A to B.
Shiny Hero and
Radical Foil.
And
the fat dog, Chunky Pup.
Chunky Pup.
Hey.
Y'all have a good night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
I'm trying to make mine roll out.
Shiny, I got it.
Handle it.
Easy. Already did.
Ending broadcast. Yes?
Wait, did you rage?
All right.